Let's go back to the year 1995. Imagine a tiny village with stone houses, green hills, and one little white church. In the sweetest house on Daisy Lane lived Anna and David. Anna had long brown hair she wore in a braid, and she always smelled like vanilla cookies. David had kind eyes and strong hands from fixing cars. They had been married for 8 years. Every night they prayed for a baby, but the cradle in the corner stayed empty. Anna would sit in the rocking chair and cry quiet tears while David held her. One stormy night in November, thunder rumbled, and rain pelted the windows like stones. At 11 o'clock, someone knocked on the door, knock knock knock, very fast. David opened it, and the wind blew cold rain inside. There stood his younger brother Mark, only 20 years old, soaked to the skin, shaking like a leaf. In his arms was the tiniest baby you ever saw, wrapped in a pink blanket that was wet from the rain. The baby was only 3 days old. Her name was Sophia. Mark's voice was breaking. He said, "David. Anna, please help me. Her mummy ran away the day she was born. I have no money, no job, no place to live. I can't feed her. I can't even keep her warm. Please, take her. Love her. Be her mummy and daddy." Anna stepped forward. She looked at the tiny face, little pink lips, tiny fingers, eyes still closed. The baby made a soft crying sound like a kitten. Anna felt something inside her heart open like a flower. She reached out and took Sophia into her arms. The baby stopped crying right away. Anna whispered, "Hello, my sweet girl. I'm your mummy now." David looked at Mark. Mark was crying so hard he could not speak. He only nodded and signed the papers with a shaking hand. Then he kissed Sophia's forehead one last time, said, "I'm so sorry," and walked back into the dark, rainy night. The door closed. Anna and David looked at each other, then down at the baby, and they knew their prayers had been answered most surprisingly. The next morning, the sun came out. Anna gave Sophia her first warm bath in the kitchen sink. She wrapped her in the softest towel and sang, "You are my sunshine." David ran to the shop and bought bottles, tiny clothes, and a beautiful wooden cradle. They painted the spare room light pink and hung a mobile with little stars. From that very first day, Sophia was their daughter in every way that mattered. When Sophia was 1 month old, she smiled for the first time, a big gummy smile just for Anna. Anna cried happy tears and called David at work. She smiled. Our baby smiled. When she was 6 months old, she said her first word while reaching for Anna, "Mama." David recorded it on their old video camera. They watched it every night and cried every time. At 1 year old, Sophia took her first steps in the garden. She wobbled across the grass straight into Anna's arms. Anna clapped and laughed and covered her with kisses. Every birthday was magical. At 3 years old, a princess cake with pink roses. At 5, a teddy bear picnic in the garden with all her friends. At 7, a bicycle with streamers and a bell that went ding ding. Anna was at every school play. She made the costumes herself. When Sophia was 8 and played a tree in the play, Anna sewed real leaves on the dress and said, "You are the prettiest tree in the whole forest." David taught Sophia to ride her bike without training wheels. He ran beside her shouting, "Pedal, pedal. You can do it." When she finally did it, she rang the bell and screamed, "Look, Daddy, I'm flying." Sophia loved to draw. She drew hundreds of pictures, Mummy, Daddy, and her holding hands under rainbows. Anna put every single one on the fridge until there was no space left. When Sophia was 12, she asked, "Why do I have curly hair when both of you have straight hair?" Anna just hugged her and said, "Because God made you extra special, just for us." Sophia grew tall and kind. She helped old people carry shopping bags. She saved her pocket money to buy food for stray cats. At 18, she started nursing school. She wore her white uniform proudly and said, "I want to help people the way Mummy always helped me." She met a boy named Liam at the hospital cafe. He was funny and gentle. They fell in love. At 26, they got married in the little white church. Anna cried through the whole ceremony. David walked Sophia down the aisle and whispered, "I am the luckiest daddy in the world." Life felt perfect. Then one Tuesday night in 2023, everything changed. Sophia was working the night shift. A new patient arrived, an old man who could hardly breathe. The name on the chart said, Mark. Sophia helped him into bed, gave him oxygen, and held his hand. Mark stared at her for a long time. His eyes filled with tears. He whispered, You have my mother's smile, and my brother David's eyes. Are you Sophia? Sophia felt cold all over. She said, "How do you know my name?" Mark cried quietly. He told her the story from 28 years ago, the rainy night, the pink blanket, the promise he made. Sophia finished her shift with shaking legs. She drove home at dawn and woke Anna and David. She told them every word. They all sat at the kitchen table and cried together for hours. The next weekend, they visited Mark in the hospital. He was thin and gray, but his eyes were the same as Sophia's. They talked and cried and hugged. Sophia asked hundreds of questions. Mark answered everyone. Sophia needed to be 100% sure. So they bought 3 DNA kits from the pharmacy. They each spat into a little tube and sent it away. For 2 weeks, they waited. Sophia could not sleep. Anna baked cookies every day to keep her hands busy. David fixed things around the house that were not broken. Finally, the envelopes arrived. They sat in the same living room where Anna once rocked baby Sophia to sleep. Sophia opened the first envelope with fingers that would not stop shaking. She read out loud, very slowly. Mark and Sophia, 99.9% probability, father and daughter. Second envelope, David and Sophia, uncle and niece. Third envelope, Anna and Sophia, no biological relationship. Silence. You could hear the clock tick. Anna looked down. A big tear fell on her lap. She thought, I am going to lose my little girl. But then, Sophia dropped the papers. She ran across the room and threw her arms around Anna. She hugged her so tight it almost hurt. She cried, "Mummy. My mummy. You are my real mummy. You sang to me when I had nightmares. You made pancakes into heart shapes. You stayed up all night when I was sick. A silly paper cannot take 28 years of love away." Anna cried the happiest tears of her whole life. She kept saying, "My baby, my baby, my baby." David wiped his eyes and smiled. Mark stood in the doorway, crying too. Sophia opened one arm and said, "Come here, Dad. You belong with us now." From that day, love only grew bigger. Mark got better and moved into the little blue house next door. Every Sunday, they all ate lunch together, roast chicken, mashed potatoes, and Anna's famous apple pie. Sophia called Anna Mummy, David Daddy David, and Mark Dad. 3 parents, 1 very happy daughter. A year later, Sophia and Liam had wonderful news: a baby girl was coming. They painted the nursery pink, just like Anna did many years ago. At Sophia's baby shower, the garden was full of pink balloons and flowers. Friends and family sat in a big circle. Sophia stood up, holding the same tiny pink blanket from 28 years ago, the one Mark brought on that rainy night. She looked at Anna and said loud and clear, "This is my mummy, Anna. She loved me when I was 3 days old and had nothing. She loved me when I was naughty, when I was sick, when I was sad, when I was happy. For 28 years, she was my mummy with every beat of her heart. DNA is the only science. Love is magic. My little girl will have the best grandma in the whole world." Everyone clapped and cried at the same time. Anna stood up and hugged Sophia for a very long time. She felt her empty cradle was finally, truly full. Because real families are built with bedtime stories, warm hugs, birthday cakes, and love that never gives up, not with blood. Sophia did not lose a mummy when the truth came out. She gained the biggest, most beautiful family in the world. And Anna, who once cried over an empty cradle, now has a daughter, a son-in-law, a grandbaby on the way, and a heart so full it could light up the whole village. Love always wins. If this story made you cry happy tears and smile at the same time, please press like, leave a heart or a tear emoji below, and subscribe with the bell on so you never miss another evergreen tale. Share it with someone who needs to remember that love is bigger than anything. I'll be here with the next story full of hope. See you very soon. Green Heart.